Well, they might now.
Okay.
Piss flaps.
Don't call me that. We're live.
All right, sorry. Right, so we'll wait for that then.
I really hope that's the first thing that goes.
Yeah, so do I, but I don't know.
That would be my favourite start ever. I'll record it. Go with it. I have some scotch with me today, and I have it. Only fate wanted me to have it. I have a reduced section by the counter in the co-op, and there was a bottle of scotch on it, and I thought, didn't even check. I just grabbed it. Not stupid. It's reduced.
What make is it?
It's gone out my head. Jura. Sorry.
Oh yeah, good shit.
Yeah, it was on the site. Anyway, it was in the reduced. I thought I'm missing this, and I said, "Oh, sorry. Can you just check? Is that reduced?" And she beeped, and she went, "No, someone's just put it in there." And I went, "Wow, it's there now." Fate wanted me to have it. It's not even my fault anymore. Thanks, love. I think we both know you're talking to a player.
Yeah, straight gangster. I'll take it anyway. I put it there.
They had the other thing, they've got loads of reduced, that really fancy Coke in tiny bottles, the mixer stuff. I don't know what it's called. Special magic Coca-Cola. It's like £2 for a fucking tiny bottle. It's all reduced, 50p. I don't like Coke. I'm just advertising. If anybody's near Wicker Market, come up, get down there right now. It's 50p.
Right, some people. Let's name some people. We can see.
So what's it? Piss flaps.
Jan, Dean, Paul, Gareth, Bob, Jibby, Jan, Frank,
Good.
Miser.
That proves piss
Nick
flaps
Smith,
went out across a hot mic. I'm
Russ, Stuart, Barry's in, Patrick's in, Gareth's
The
in.
Patrick.
Everyone. Let's roll intro. And we are live. Don't panic. Rick is on his way. He's currently halfway through a Windows update.
Yes.
Classic show shenanigans, pre-show shenanigans.
Chris at Stackwan is in the house. Look at that. Bang.
Oh,
Just there.
look, yeah, there he is. With his little members badge. He's a big fan.
Big.
Yes, welcome to the show. Rick is on his way. And what a show we've got for you tonight.
Yes.
It's got all the things and stuff.
Ooh, I didn't even know about that.
Well I've got to tell you. We got new stuff. We're going to show you some new stuff. We've got what's in Craig's drawers. We've got Travava, Troll of the Week, Mod Showcase, all that good stuff.
Hey! I know what's in Craig's drawer. It's Rick Grove. Maybe. Oh, yes!
There he
I can
is.
see him. Yay!
There he is.
I showed down mine 3 times. They're really going to enjoy that.
They're going to go wild in about a minute.
Oh.
Todd's in. Everyone's in. So it's an absolute belter of a show for all those things I just said. What else do I usually say this bit?
Show number.
Yeah, 43-ish. Change it to live chat in the chat thing so you don't miss anything. Smash that like button now. You know it's going to be good.
Is this the anniversary edition or is that next week?
Nobody knows.
Well, I had a notification on Memories this morning saying that we were going to do this. So.
What?
I had a Facebook memory saying Richard touched me inappropriately, so I'm going to do a show with him every week instead.
Oh, really? That's interesting, isn't it?
I think it could be a year. It might be either a year this week or next week. Next week. Let's say it's next week because then we'll do the raffle and say it's the anniversary raffle show.
Yeah, fine. It's a year next week. What are you vaping, John? And what are you drinking, John?
I am vaping on. I've got both the dwarves going today and different stuff because it's just I've got Cactus Gin in the Dwarf 16 on top of the MVP 5. I can't get away from it. It's just a good mod. It works.
What? Yeah.
And I've got those PC cores. The i80 just kicks the shit out of Cantor. Everybody who ever said it was completely right. And I've got the draw 22 on top or inside or next to the mix by Aspire and Sunship box. Sorry. And that has got lemon crack in it. Drink wise, I've got Life and Death by Vocation Breweries, which is still my just set go-to thing. It's just great.
Oh, it's breaking up on me big time.
Oh no! And I got this as well. Aftershave, I think. That I will be. That's probably for after the show. I won't drink it live. It's delicious. Rick.
Hang. It's everything's breaking up.
Oh no! You'll be all right. It'll settle down. It'll settle down.
Stuttering. Oh, hang on. It might be all right now. It might have just been a computer restarting and not loading up everything.
Are you on the right microphone, Rick?
Is that loud?
No.
No.
Oh, no.
Zoom. Little microphone
How do I do
symbol.
that?
So there's a
Okay.
microphone in the bottom left, and there's a little arrow next to it.
It's good. I like it. I like this way of doing it. Richard,
Is that better?
No,
talking.
no,
Right.
That's the speaker. I've just changed the speaker.
no, not speaker. The top bit. Click that little arrow and then select a microphone.
Good man. Stuart's on Life and Death as well.
Oh,
Keep Windows.
I haven't plugged it in.
Plug it in.
That'll do it.
Richard, what are you made? Oh, we're gonna go. He's gonna do it.
He's rusty. He's rusty, people.
Yeah, he'll get there. He'll get there. He'll get there. Sometime nation, maybe. I don't know what I've got. I can't vamp. Oh, that sounded like you moved over.
I don't know.
Oh, that's it.
Oh yeah, there you go.
That's it.
Oh, I'm winning.
That's it. He's back. He's back.
Sound great.
Rick, what are you vaping or what are you drinking?
I am. I had a bar. I had a little story first.
Yeah,
Little lead up. I had a bath earlier.
Cheeky.
Yeah, a little cheeky bath.
How long?
And,
How long were you in there?
Not as long as I'm usually in it till the water's cold. So I'm like an hour. Got
I'm
to
with
be an
you.
hour.
I'm with you. Yeah, do that.
Yeah. I'm on my phone and stuff, and I'm having a vape, and next thing you know, the water's getting cold. But I was in my haste to get out of the bath and get dressed for the show. Shut up. I went to pick the mod off the shelf in the bathroom and dropped it in the bath.
Ah,
It's the third time I've done that as well.
Which
Is
one?
it-
Which mod is it?
It was only that Ryan Dorr Rock Mods Brewdog beater.
Ah,
oh, so it's a mech. That's all right.
Oh, yeah. But it gave a good excuse to dig this one out. I've got the old
Lovely.
Tippy
oh,
Mods.
beauty.
Ah,
Tippy Mods one Aidan made for me many moons ago.
we just love Aiden.
Good
It's always you could if you'd have held that, I'd have known it was his. He just does it. They're so good.
It's in the bathroom though, because that's 3 times now I've dropped my mod in the bath.
Is it really? I've done 8
Yeah.
years, 0 drops in the bath, but I've done other stuff. I haven't dropped it in the toilet yet. I've dropped a drip tip down the toilet.
I haven't done that, but yeah. So I'm vaping on Aiden's little squonker and my blackcurrant, and that's actually all. I was going to have something really special to show tonight, but Carlisle Post Office decided that next day by 1 p.m. doesn't matter to them.
A special delivery. It's such
It's
weird.
It's the Scottish. They can't. They're a law unto themselves. Those Scots.
Scotch, I think they prefer to be called.
Oh, okay. The Scotch ones. Yeah.
That's it.
So yeah, I will have
Yeah,
it
they're not
soon.
nice people.
I've got a beautiful mod coming from the wonderful Herbie McCubbin at Infinium,
Beautiful.
and it is a stunning
Has he
mod.
put it on Mod Showcase?
He has, yeah.
Mate,
It's lovely, and I should have had it today, and I wanted it today because I've got a new juice to try as well that I was going to put in it, and that's
yeah.
Graham.
only be Graham from John Ad Nick. So, but next time I'll have that mod.
I
I'm
like
drinking.
it.
Has it
What
got?
are you drinking?
Yeah, what are you drinking?
Beavertown neck oil.
No.
Ah, that's a session. I like it.
Yeah, It's a good one. It's a good one, and it's
Do they do one that's got like a citra hop in it or something? Like, you know, something that's got not a fruit.
yeah, they
It's something-
have. I can't.
I fancy
blood
that.
orange or something. Blood.
Okay, as long as it's not flavoured, as long as it's like done with the stuff, it's nice.
It's
I mean, I'm either on that or I'm on the that's the snake. Hang on. Yeah, that's the neck oil. Sorry. I also like the gamma ray, which is a stronger one, but I don't drink much these days because of the Rona. I've really gone teetotal almost. You know, a few beers here and there. And
Don't worry, I'm picking up your slack, Rick. It's fine. Do it better.
Oh well.
the only problem with neck oil is where I live. Oil is whole, so it scans to me as neck hole, which isn't particularly nice image.
It means whole. Oil means whole.
Yeah, getting oil.
Okay. So it's just a mispronunciation of oil. Of whole. Fuck, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Right, got you. I actually thought you'd got a new language. I was like, what the fuck? Got you. That
Well,
must
they
be.
have. They have up there, haven't they? It is a new language.
Get that oil.
Yeah, but you
put,
see,
put on your kite.
we give Richard shit for like
Put on your kite and get that oil.
living up north. But like weird things. I remember the first time I ever went to Shropshire, which is the south of you, but went to Shropshire. I got in a cab from where I was staying to the showground for Vape Fest, and he pulled up, and the guy went, "All right, mate, £4.10," and I went, "What?" No, I had 30 quid on me, and I wasn't sure if it was enough. It's like, what? What are you talking about? And he went, £4.10. I gave him a tenner. I went, "Keep the change," and he went, "Really?" And I went, "Yeah." And he went, "Well, thanks. I thought I was robbing him." It's got
How far were you going?
I don't know. It's fucking like half hour. Like, well, maybe not like 20 minutes in the cab. It was.
All right, blimey, that is a good deal.
Like for fucking here, from here, that would have cost you 30.
Oh,
quid.
this is breaking up. Same down south. I mean, we pay London prices really
Yeah, we do. Round it. It's fine.
for everything.
Quid a mile.
Really?
That's not bad. That just seems to be so expensive. Maybe I'm mad. I don't know. But, I always found I don't mind getting a cab whenever we're up Shropshire way because I just think it's cheap.
It'd be crazy to buy a car, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you would be for that much money. Honestly, I thought, it's broken. Fine, get out of the cab.
Yeah.
The night before, they dropped me off in the middle of nowhere, and the street lights were off because they have some weird rule about turning the street lights off.
Well, their town centre's mental with the one-way thing.
Everything's mental.
You have to go right round that flipping thing just to come back down.
I got lost in the wilderness. They dropped me off in the cab. The driver went, "You know where you're going from here, mate?" And I went, "Yeah, no worries." Shut the door, and it's literally the second they shut the door, all the street lights went out. I don't know what the fuck I was.
Yeah.
What? Fuck.
Yeah, I got a little lost down there one year.
That's too
With
much.
Stuart Drummond, I just was very drunk and we were wandering back and I went too far and I just found the river. And
Yeah, that's good. Just stick on the river, yeah.
because I knew if I walked along the river about a mile that way, I'd get to somewhere I knew.
Yep, that's the key. That's the key.
Yeah.
Sobers you up.
Go, Richard. We're done. 15 minutes.
Vaping the Drag Max.
I like that.
Yeah, it's not that bad actually, is it?
No, that's fine. Nothing stupid about it. I like it.
Yeah.
The Voopoo back in all right favour now with you reviewers.
Yeah, I don't think everyone does them, but I'm over it.
The Die-Hard Bandit sponsored reviewers still hating on them a bit.
Possibly. Yeah, I think. I don't think Vupa and Tony are ever going to be. Tony B are ever going to be bezies, but I don't care. Also, the Manics.
Mannix.
Manic Street Preachers.
The Manics, yeah.
That's
got to be pronounced Manics, hasn't it?
Manic.
Manic.
Oh yeah, just Manic.
You just reminded me of the Dean thing when he held it up to the camera and he's reading it backwards. So put it up to the Zam line. What?
Look, Mank.
Kinham. It's got to be Kinham,
Mank.
hasn't it?
The Mank.
Alright, mate, you okay, mate? Just fill it right up, you know.
We're tough as first go at a boost. It seems every vape company's duty to replicate
It's
the
not.
boost.
When you had
that
it side on though, it looks almost like it's going to be a tube mod. Like it's when you've got it
Yeah,
with
yeah, it's
tan
narrow.
side out. I hate that fucking tan bit, but that's what
Looks
people
like a tube mod, size of a tube mod, but won't perform like a tube mod. Yeah, makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's the fella.
I mean, it's identical to, in sort of stature, to Vaporessos that they did like a year ago.
Yeah.
Literally height, width.
It's the same. Yeah. But
It's
it's
the same, basically.
They're all doing that, aren't they?
I think it's like I think I've mentioned on videos before. I think more than ever, the vape companies are so aware of what other companies' sales are that everyone seems so aware of which devices have done well, which haven't. And the second one does well, they all have a go at the same thing.
You're all going to be, but with the way it works, is that you're always going to be like that way of doing stuff. You're just on the back foot, and the next thing's coming along, and the next thing's coming along. It's like
Yeah,
I do
I
think
agree.
like fuck, the pods seem to be being phased out, which is I'm quite happy with it.
This is the nicest one, I think.
That's not bad. It kind of looks.
nice.
Is it a sticker or is it like posed upward crap?
You can't get it off.
Okay,
It's pretty solid.
it doesn't look bad.
Yeah, it's the prettiest, but the boost is, like you say, the boost is the trailblazer. And it's solid, and if you need it to be solid, then it does the job.
Yeah.
So that's that. Inside there is a salted caramel juice. What
Does the
else?
salt work?
It's not very nice.
I was gonna say,
It's
a really dodgy one to try because it. Yeah, I didn't do that.
in the Mannix is zebra.
Mm-hmm.
What does zebra taste like?
Is that mint?
It's a blue dream ice cream.
Oh, you said about this before. It's
I've
not
never
nice, is
tasted zebra that tastes like that before.
Zebra Desserts is the brand. Blue Dream ice cream is the.
it? Yeah, I remember you had that last week, and I asked you, and you weren't a huge
You
fan.
think
not
zebra would
great.
be quite beef-like, wouldn't
I'll
you?
send you some more some now.
Horse
It's,
is quite like beef, isn't it?
yeah, actual
Zebra
zebra would be
would be-
lovely.
Horsey, wouldn't it? Almost beefy.
Oh yeah.
I reckon, yeah, like gamey horse. I reckon.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it'd be really. They used to put it in food, didn't they? In Iceland and
Horse
stuff.
they did, yeah. Yeah.
They used to pass off beef as horse, didn't they? No, they used to pass
didn't
horse off as
Horse
beef
Yeah, that's what IKEA
in
meatballs.
Iceland and stuff. Yeah.
IKEA meatballs and loads
We've
of
all
Findus
eaten,
lasagna.
we've all eaten horse now.
But we just
I don't
get
mind.
we
They're
just
all
get
animals,
really
aren't they?
we get really funny about animals that with a it's the like people just get funny about. I don't really care if they were that good. Everyone just fucking eat them, wouldn't they? At this point.
It is a bit odd, isn't it? That it's all right to eat one animal but not another. I mean,
The key is we eat herbivores generally, all of them. Like, it doesn't matter if it's an omnivore or a carnivore. We don't touch it. That's why we don't eat cats because
no, I've eaten crocodile before.
Oh yeah, good point. I have actually. I've had alligator. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. True. Fair enough.
Kestrel.
Bit chewy. The old scales are a bit tough. But
Tastes
really
a
imagine-
lot like hawk.
I really imagined you driving along with your wife and just hearing a and you going, oh, dinner. Just going,
owl is quite
Takes
good.
ages at microwave.
If you've never tried owl, you're in. You haven't tried that, you're in for a delicacy.
I'm sure I've told this story before. My cousin once on a classic motorbike hit an owl, a barn owl on his motorbike, and it hit his front headlight. And he got off the bike, just bang, and it went dark. Fuck's sake! He got off his bike. He had a Zippo lighter. Used to smoke. Got off. Hit this country road. Fuck's sake! Flick, flick, flick. Got it lit, and he went to the headlamp. There's just two little legs sticking out the headlight. I don't know why that's funny, but it is funny. Just
Two little legs is quite funny, isn't it?
just obliterated the headlight and there's two little legs like that. When he told me I was creased up, couldn't even know why it's funny. I said, "What'd you do?" He went, "What do you think I did? Push the fucking bike back."
Lastly,
You did the
lastly
owl.
the Gaia
It's a pet.
with this Rick, with this juice. Your juice.
Special edition.
That's what I've got left.
Oh, Voodoo Brew. Oh, right. Well, you got through it then.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Oh, cool. I haven't had that in so long.
I know.
I might have a go. I've still got a bottle here of it.
There
I
you
might have
go.
a little go.
Yeah, perfect. This, speaking of the boost, this is the new boost, but it's unbongoed, so I'm not allowed to. It's the
Oh, is it really?
It's the Boost Pro, and you're not allowed to see it until, even though you can see it if you just Google it. You're not allowed to see it until the 23rd or something.
Google it.
That massive case it comes in.
I know.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
What do they give you a briefcase for? For a mod?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Ridiculous.
Could you imagine going to work with that? Just holding it as you went in. Morning.
Pocket friendly
If I
then.
did that, I'd have to handcuff it to myself.
Yeah. I used to have a boss who did that. Handcuffed the briefcase.
Oh dear.
So I'm not even going to vape that yet if I'm not allowed to show it. You know what I mean?
No, it seems fairly pointless.
So that's me. What's in the news, John?
I thought you were going to say that. That's why I was trying to get it up. It's weird. Miserable, happy. Right, that's the method I've gone with today.
Yeah, Lee, end on happy. Go
Yeah,
end on
double
happy.
happies. This, I've gone with the South China Post today. This was going back to the COVID thing, but they kind of think they've done some more research on this, but I think it's dodgy. But let's go for it. This is from the South China Post, and the headline is "Vaping affects how body reacts to flu viruses like COVID-19. Study suggests sometimes even more than regular smoking." People who smoke e-cigarettes show a suppression of immune genes critical for the defense against flu viruses, researchers found. Results also raise question as to whether vaccines could be effective among e-cigarette users. They have no numbers to back up any of that shit. People who use e-cigarettes have significantly altered immune responses to influenza viruses. Researchers at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill in the USA have found. That is a worrying discovery as flu season approaches and coronavirus surges across the US and many other countries. I believe that. This is not true, by the way. Because of that, the researchers have been focusing more attention on the potential health risks of e-cigarettes. This is especially true with the respiratory-related pandemic raging across the globe. There's been a lot of questions in the field as to whether e-cigarettes and cigarette use is beneficial or damaging or problematic in terms of COVID-19. And we really haven't got a good answer. Megan Redbull, an assistant professor at UNC Department of Pediatrics, said.
She got wings.
Yeah, I just added that. It's not real name, but I couldn't be asked to pronounce it. But when compared to non-users, people who vaped e-cigarettes showed more changes in the immune genes in their respiratory cells that fight off viruses. You need to be smokers. That also showed a suppression of levels of antibodies because they used to be smokers. And in many of the study's participants, this change was even more pronounced among e-cigarette users than among smokers because they probably smoked for fucking years. This is really, really, really dodgy science, and it comes from the Carolina study that's already sort of been disproved. Because it depends how long the thing lasts. The lung cells tests outside the body are fairly bad. We know that from former research. And if you haven't got the figures to back that up, when 250,000 people have died in the US so far, and well over 1 million people have now caught it, it's probably not a statistic. That's quite a large control, 1 million. I think you'd notice.
Must be more than 1 million, John. If a quarter of 1 million have died, you've got a chance.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I can't, how many have they had? How many? Well, let's find out. US COVID cases. I can't remember.
If 1% are dying,
It's millions, isn't it?
They've had 2.5. They've had 250,000 dead, haven't they, in the US?
so they must have 25 million people have had it.
What the fuck? Let's check.
That's fucking. Is that nearly? That's a fifth, is it?
Okay, they've had 11.6 million, and they've had 250,000 deaths.
Yeah.
It's up. It's basically hitting 2,000 a day now. Deaths in the US. Yeah. So, so we've got a study size of 11.6 million.
Life's cheap over there, though, isn't it?
No, but
These third world
but
countries
insurance
like America.
is. I'm here all night. Fuck you, waitress. Yep, that's that. Next one, sad news. The next one's got no merit, but it's worth talking about. Lung cancer. Whoa. So
We love a bit of that. We love a bit of that.
it's retro, isn't it? But we're back.
You
CBS
still
News.
You still hear about it sometimes.
I do. Sorry, I'm not being people die.
I've given up smoking, but I'm still hopeful. You know.
Yeah. You can get rid of it with Jaffa cakes. The orange bit.
No steaks. That's
No,
the
you
key.
can't have a steak in Argentina.
No, you can't. If you have a steak, my mate's friend's brother sister had steak, and it came out like that. So I had to grab it. Right.
You can wake up with breasts.
November is Lung Cancer Awareness Month. Officials are.
Which article is this, John?
Oh, sorry. This is the CBS 19. The second link.
Was it facts or dangers?
Vaping and lung cancer, the unknown dangers so far. The known dangers so far. So.
Okay, keep going.
Playing fast and loose with the word here. Right, with the word known. November is Lung Cancer Awareness Month. Officials are wondering if vaping should be a cause for concern. Though lung cancer can be genetic, smoking is still a leading cause. While the rate of cigarette use is down and other smoking methods like vaping are very popular, especially in teens, according to Christopher Hostage, I just made that up as well, chief of the University of Virginia's Division of Medical Toxicology, children as young as 12 are vaping. In fact, this year in the United States, 13% of 8th graders reported using a vape pen at least once, saying they did.
Get in.
Yeah.
Go on, kids.
Made my head spin a bit. But...
Okay, here we go. Here's some real facts. Just shout out when you hear a fact. However, it is known that there are numerous metals in vape liquids, like nickel and lead, as well as chemicals
Lead.
like vitamin E acetate. No.
I've stopped using that lead RDA.
This is from that study.
Just in case it leaches.
This is from that Harvard study when they did that thing and they went and they ran it.
Heavy metals.
They ran it and they went, we found nickel and lead. And somebody went, is that not the ingredients to solder? And they're like, no.
I'm quite partial to a bit of mercury coil.
That's exactly what it is. Although
Good
there is
vampire.
no evidence on their correlation to cancer yet, they certainly make fighting infectious diseases significantly harder. As based on nothing so far. I think that this is a quote. Let's go for a stupid voice. I think that it's true that all smoking and vaping devices, they're still going to potentially do some damage to your lungs, especially on how much you use, says Hostage. Sorry, says Hostage. Toxology shows it's all about how much you use. This is quite bad. We have significant concern that these devices will put people at more risk from infectious diseases, especially of the lung. It's complete fucking nonsense. Later on, they do suggest that they are aware that it can cause popcorn lung as well. So we've had popcorn lung,
Oh, chestnut.
Blast from the past. Isn't it?
vitamin E acetate, both things. No, never. Nobody's ever had it.
Heroin. Find heroin in lots of e-liquid.
Solder.
One in every £10 note.
It's just amazing. Just that is my favourite one of a culmination of total shit. Next we're going to go. This one's not that bad actually. I don't hate this. This is from legalreader.com. 5 important facts about vaping one must know, and it's not negative, right? Because I thought I'm going to open this. It's going to be shit negative. Number 1, vaping is for everybody.
The guy in the picture's got a vape band and a mustache.
He's just winning on so many levels.
What an absolute champ.
Oh.
Absolutely
I
great.
want to be him.
The ease of use and accessibility of vape devices has encouraged a new generation of users to enjoy vaping fantastic flavours, even in the absence of nicotine. It clearly shows that apart from those seeking to enjoy nicotine, vaping can be a fun experience for new users as well. Individuals from all age groups can try different vape juice options available. Also, there is no bad smell attached to the process. I just quite like this. Is the weirdest list of things. 2, experience and safety depends on quality. I actually quite like this as number 2. Every part of a vaping system plays a crucial role in providing safety and enhanced experience to the user. Hence, ensuring the quality of each of the parts is essential to a good vaping experience. The rapid market expansion for vape devices has encouraged many low-quality products to enter the market, and you can search for the best online vape shop near you and then go for them. I quite like that. I thought I was fine with that. It was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 3, you can create your own e-juices. It's quite a surprise.
Why are they telling people this?
I don't know. I wonder if someone paid them to do it, but I don't mind if they did. I'm all right with it.
Because I was expecting this to be sort of the legalities.
Yeah, so
of
did I.
vaping.
No, just nonsense.
Like, you still can't do it inside. Tell your clients you can't do it inside, and unless you
do it
get banged up for it, then you can do it there.
Says the rapid popularity of the vaping trend, especially among teenagers, is mainly due to the availability of a large variety of flavoured e-juices. Blah, blah, blah. While there are many cheap juices available on the market, you can join a community of passionate vape juice creators to develop custom e-juices at home using flavouring ingredients. Creating your own flavours at home gives you the flexibility to blend your favourite flavour
This
combinations.
guy's obsessed with mixing his own juice.
I really like this guy. I don't care. It says here you can join the online community of e-juice enthusiasts and try out some DIY e-juice creations at home. All you need is vegetable glycerin, propylene glycol, pipettes, plastic containers, blah blah blah. Everything.
Shouldn't
I like
really
it.
be saying that, like, exactly how to do it. What if a terrorist gets hold of that?
Vaping can help to control your nicotine exposure, which I quite like. This is about the step down program, which is something I'm not really a huge advocate of, but it's funny. Number 5, even better. You can be part of an ecstatic vaping community. The surge in popularity has enabled the formation of many online communities that help to enhance the vaping experience. From sharing vape experiences, I don't know what that means, e.g.'s flavour reviews.
It's where you blow the vapor into someone else's mouth.
That was a heck of a rush, Richard.
It's almost like vape dogging, isn't it?
I really liked
Yeah.
it. Share experience, e-juice flavour reviews. To evolving vaping laws, it is possible to become part of a fast-growing community that can make the habit all the more fun. These communities help novice users ease their way through the learning curve. They don't, not generally, and learn the nuances of enjoying vape. You can also try. See, no, you can't try that. No one cares.
You can also get called a cunt within 1 minute of joining.
Yeah, I really like that. Wherever you joined, they really like newbies. They don't. I just bought this. Get fucked, you little cunt. I hope you die. What?
What's best
This is-
custard? Cunt.
If you're going to pick one liquid forever, what would it be? Shoot me in the face, you little fucking turd. Last paragraph. Apart from these, you can also participate in many vape events. They are a great way to learn about the latest inventions and innovations in vape devices. From fancy accessories, sorry, I don't know why that's funny, to bold new flavours. These events will allow you to experience the world of vaping and get shit-faced by lunchtime. It will help you acquire insights on the next generation of vaping trends that could be quite exciting. I really like that as a new thing.
This person's amazing.
I do. I don't. This
You get him on the
guy.
show, I reckon.
Let's shout him out.
Get him on.
It sounds like you're reading off what a prize on Blockbusters.
That's a late. I was
It's
just
a
saying.
week away at a vape
We
experience.
both assumed the gender here, but that was Nancy Fernandez, who to me is a fucking legend.
It's like Jill Dando's been sent by the One Show inside the vaping world.
Try some of this. What is it? 1.5 milligram, 400 watts. Go.
There's some lovely people here.
No air hole. What's that meme? That always makes me laugh. Pure menthol. 72 PG. No air hole.
I don't know why that article was so funny, but it really is funny. That would be the best thing ever.
It's just written in that Welcome to Wales style, isn't it? That sort of... No, thanks for coming, sort of. Yeah, that's
Just
good.
really-
That is gold.
Genuinely funny. It's John Leslie. What have you been up to today, John? Oh, grabbing tits. Then straight to the vape track. Tried one that was foot flavour. And then we got shit faced and threw up outside. Excellent. Sorry. Right, back. Anyway, right, I'm going to talk about the raffle quickly. That should
yeah. Charity time.
Got the latest figure. For those who don't know, who've missed the show for the last week or so, we have combined forces with Vape Don't Smoke. Mr. Paul McCartney at Vape Don't Smoke and the new Ohm Show are running a raffle, and there are 2 beneficiaries of the raffle. It's easy to say the first one, the second one first. So the first thing is £500 going to a food bank in Folkestone in food. We're not giving them £500, we're giving them £500 worth of food through the. Sorry, I didn't even do that properly. We're selling tickets, they're £5 each. If you want some, please go to Facebook, join the group, search ROFL on the group on either Vape Don't Smoke or the New Ohm Show. Find the thread, fill in the Google form, purchase some tickets, and you'll also see the prize list, which is vast. There's well over £1,000 worth of prizes, probably two or 3,000 by now.
I haven't put anything into that. I don't know much about this, John.
Everybody's got a chance to win. Well, that'd be great if you can think of something. We'd like that.
Something. I'll speak to Paul, should I?
Yeah, or me. Prizes. I charge prizes. Towards me. So the prize draw is next week. It's the 26th of November. So I'm really making this fuck up with this. So the draw is next Thursday. As I said, all the money raised. Nobody's getting paid out of this. We're all doing this to do it. The first £500 to be taken out is being spent on food for a food bank in Folkestone for people who need to use food banks. And we know, the explosion in food banks this year with COVID and everything else, there's a lot of people struggling. We also know that makes it more difficult to buy tickets. We're not totally stupid. The generosity they've shown us to give us tickets and prizes, buy tickets and give us prizes, has been ludicrous considering everybody's not in a great position. Anyway, £500 is going to them. And the second lot of money, I can't name it now. I can't remember what it's called. Maybe someone else will remember.
What are you on about?
The rest of the money.
I know what it's called.
What's it called?
Is it not Second Chance Scotland?
No, we've changed. But it's the same, exactly the same type of charity.
It's something like Make-A-Wish Scotland or something, isn't it?
Something like that. Someone else. Anyway, the important thing is all of the rest of the money. Paul's going to grab it on Amazon's Black Friday next week and spend it all on presents for children who, without this, wouldn't get a present this year. So
nice.
We did it last year. There was Amazon Fire. What are they called? Fire. There was Amazon pads. Consoles, DVD players, hair dryers, hair straighteners, books, DVDs.
Hair straighteners, they're not toys.
They're for teenage girls as well, like 12, 13-year-old girls. Oh, sorry, 14, 15-year-old girls. But the toys that are most missing, or the presents that are most missing, are for teenagers, or mainly boys or girls between 11 and 16. And so Paul tries to aim at that gap in the market. He'll buy all the presents, they'll all get delivered to his house. We'll see everything they've got, and he will spend, and all that money will go to buying kids presents who wouldn't get anything without you lot. I can't see that you can see me because my screen's gone bucko.
We can see you.
That's okay. So I'll just carry on then.
You think you can vape with hair straighteners?
No.
We had some tissue with some cotton with some juice. You might be able to get.
Let me just huff off it. I don't think we should be giving people tips on it, but I think
there could be terrorists watching.
Just to say where we are currently in our total. I've spoken to Paul earlier today, and we're currently, as of I don't know what the time was. About 8 o'clock. We were sat on £1,347. That's how much we've got so far. So £1,347. It's open till next Thursday. I don't know what time yet. I'd like to normally shut them about 5 p.m. So I'm probably going to shut it about 5 p.m. next Thursday. I also understand that a lot of people are getting paid towards the middle or end of next week So it should just about fit in with you. You can buy tickets. As I say, if you want to buy some tickets, go over to Vape No Smoke's Facebook
Second
page.
Chance Scotland.
Yeah, I got the name wrong on the list. It's
Oh,
fine.
I'm looking
It's
at the
same
fucking
top 10.
thing.
Sorry.
What's that for another referendum? Second chance.
No, that was there.
No, that's called Last Chance Scotland.
that was that charity last year. But anyway, we're there. So we got £1,347 so far. However much you can give, if you can buy 10 tickets, you can buy one. You're as important to us. Oh, my screen came back. You're as important to us.
It's more important. It's
What if
more
you buy
important because we want everyone to be involved when we're actually doing the draw, the results. If you can only get one ticket, that's absolutely fine because you're involved. Then we want to see different names, we want to see different winners, and we want you all to feel part of it.
There's at least one mod in there. Well, there's a couple now. There's one mod in there that's worth about £400. You can win that for a £5. I think that's fantastic. We're going to try and get you as much, whatever we make anyway. However we've done this, we're going to try and get you as much footage as we can get you to. So Paul always does videos of him unwrapping all the stuff from Amazon and showing you what happened with the money. And we're going to try. Brad's already agreed. We're going to try and get some way of you witnessing the food making a difference to people in a way. You know, he drops it off at the food bank.
Yeah.
Because we know it's going to be a boring thing. Really, in reality, nobody wants 2,000 fucking selection boxes. So we know it's going to be rice or pasta or flour or whatever the fuck. But we're going to try and get you as much footage as we can. And Brad's agreed to do us like a film thing of it.
I think the turning point was when Jay did the marathon, and that was a previous raffle that we did for charity, and he really brought us along the journey. He showed us his little training clips. He showed us these little maps of his runs, but he literally filmed it going over the line of the London Marathon, which is just.
I would like to call myself
incredible.
the executive director of that, because all the time, let's go to Jay right now. What we want to do is to see you doing your runs. If that's okay. Maybe do a little bit when you get back in.
It's just better when you actually see. All part of it, you know.
I will say, and Jay kicked it out of the park. Well, I did not expect him to film himself coming across the line. That was not expected at all.
That's amazing.
And I was, as he crossed that line, I was watching live, and we were in the car heading back from just in my niece, and we were heading back from Portsmouth, and I was just crying in the car at Jay crossing the line. That was absolutely ridiculous, and that one was for Mind, I think. Yeah. And we got to watch that.
Just a reminder, it's the main thing we're donating to is getting children Christmas presents that wouldn't otherwise get Christmas presents. Just remember that. Just remember that when you think about it.
We're all old grumpy fucks. Because me and Richard were talking about this before the show, and I'm speaking to somebody else now. In reality, I'm 39. I don't really give a shit what I get for Christmas. I don't really care. I even kind of tried to campaign to my family to stop getting me Christmas presents because it's going to be shit. I haven't lived with my family for 20 years. What the fuck are you going to surprise me with? Nothing that I want. I don't want it.
You want nothing, do you, John?
Your pants, John.
Pardon?
Doesn't your mum still get your pants?
No,
Socks.
I'll get a couple of. Chris Ryan, is that his name? Terrible author, writes shitty actiony books. I normally get two of those.
Karate talc.
I normally get two of those and a box of Lindt chocolate balls off the mother-in-law.
I'd be happy with the old Lindt chocolate balls. I like those.
It's fine. They're the dark ones, which I really like. She overheard me say I like dark chocolate ones. It's just all she gets me.
Oh.
My mum will buy me some sort of shower gel and shit like that, and maybe she'll probably give me an Amazon voucher or something like that. But the point is that Christmas isn't for us. Christmas is for kids, and a kid opening a present, even when, because don't forget what happens to the parents will have written down somewhere what they want for Christmas, what the kids probably want for Christmas, or their age and their sex. That's normally, 13-year-olds who's girls and stuff like that. So they don't even know. Then it's wrapped up. They might not even know what's in that thing. So it's literally a proper surprise. So they open it, and imagine if it's not something shit, because if you got given it by a charity, you'd expect it to be something shit or something used. Every single thing that we give to the kids is absolutely brand new. It's never been out of the packet before.
Proper as well. I didn't really get that first time round when Paul did it, but then when he started going, I've got 5 Amazon Kindles, and I was like, oh fucking hell, they actually get proper presents.
You can imagine the parents kind of looking at the kids like, oh, it's shit, but at least they've got something. It's something worth keeping. I just think that's great. that was as soon as I jumped on board. As soon as Paul sent me the first videos from the one he did, I was like, yeah, we'll do that. Definitely no problem at all. So yeah, that's it. I'm with Gareth Martin's just pointed out the thing. No, that was Stuart. Sorry, the food is the best part of it. That is, for me, that's it. I am eating and drinking from the second my eyes open in the morning. I don't care about Santa Claus downstairs throwing stuff down.
Have a bit of fizz while you're cooking the dinner.
Yeah.
In the morning.
Yeah, Bucks fizz.
You're not falling asleep by about 3 o'clock.
You messed up. Yeah. But anyway, it's for the kids, and that's why we're doing it. And the other 500 quid, and the other money will make sure that people have got food, which is fucking massive at the moment. There's problems up and down the country with people not having food. And the reason we picked Folkestone is because Brad's there. My mum knows the person who runs the food bank, so
It's an inside job.
It's an inside job, so we can it's just the easiest way to get some footage, really, that I know that person and Brad's there, and so we can just do it. And also, I live in a middle-class village in the middle of nowhere. A food bank doesn't exist. But apart from that, it's fine. Right, Richard, have you got some new stuff? And then we're going to go flick to Rick.
Okie dokie.
Or should we go Rick? I don't
mind. Let's.
You want spectrum ads much cheaper and the scale much further? Our software will do that for you.
Shut up.
I'll show you some new stuff.
Let's see the new stuff.
Okay, hold on then. So this, and then this, and then this. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yay. Okay, so this week's new stuff is this stuff. This is a tank from Aspire, and it's called the 9th tank. I don't know why it's called that, but it's part of this new sort of prestige thing that they're doing. And this tank is specifically designed to be both a sub-tank and an RTA. So if you look on the left, if I could go in even further. If you look on the left, it's the RTA, proper RTA. On the right, you can see it's got a mesh sub-tank coil in. So this is interesting, and it looks more like an RTA than it does a sub-tank. That's always a fallback, I think, when you get a sub-tank that has a good rebuildable base, it still looks like a sub-tank, so what's the point? But this does look like an RTA, to be fair.
They've got form for doing that badly, I will say.
Yeah, it's designed by No Name as well, and I think it's part of this kit. They've got that kit that we showed a couple of weeks ago.
Right. There's a bit of me that's a bit scared, just thinking, oh, don't make it shit.
Well, we'll find out, but that's new from Aspire. This is new from eLeaf. eLeaf, since the pandemic hit, eLeaf have gone absolutely silent. This is only their second release since March, and they were a company that were almost weekly at one point.
Everyone had the ice sticks, didn't they?
Yeah. They've gone so quiet. I don't really know why, but this is new from them. This is the iStick P100, 100-watt pod mod, I guess you would have to call it. Seen as though it's got a pod inside it. It's got a big screen on it. It looks quite fancy, I guess. Built-in battery. I guess it's just a floats your boat situation. They're never scared of trying random stuff, and they're never scared of sticking the iStick brand on every single product they do.
It's interesting. Has it got? So you have to change the whole pod. It's not like a. We're not sure, but it definitely pulls out that mouthpiece. Definitely just pulls out to release the pod. Right. So you don't know. It could be one or t'other.
Yeah.
Will it cope with 100 watts?
It's a built-in battery, so I guess it's a 4S.
Okay. The black's not that bad.
No,
the
but
white,
will a pod,
horrible, but...
the coil in a pod?
No, the coils won't go anywhere near that.
Why make it a 100-watt mod?
I think they're still in that time where they think it sounds good.
Yeah.
Mr. Todlington of Sheddingville has said that that's not a sub-tank.
The previous thing. Oh, hang on then.
He says no.
Well, by sub-tank.
Yeah, it has to be below 1 ohm.
Yeah. I'm sure they will have a 0.7 available for it or whatever.
And that will be below 1 ohm, Mr. Toddington. There we go.
I don't know. I don't know the resistances of the coil heads, but what I really meant was it's a stock coil tank and an RTA.
I feel like we've retracted. I feel bad now. Okay, thanks, Mr. Toddington.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it will be aimed at the lower wattage.
Because the air isn't massive, is it? For like 0.3 or whatever.
No, I'm sure. No, it doesn't look super cloudy. It won't be super cloudy. But it will be a thing. So we're back on it.
Yes.
So that is that. We did show this before. This is the MechLife Paramore SBS. But the previous pictures weren't very revealing. They were sort of teasy pictures. I don't mind this.
I don't mind side by side. I never have. And that's what. Have we got a price point for it?
Affordable-ish.
I was going to say, because you're right against the mix now, aren't you? You got no choice.
It's not as pretty as the mix, is it?
No, but it's not. I don't mind a bit of industrial, and it's kind of industrial. I don't hate it, but you've got to be in that 60 quid. It's like the top end now with that in for that look and stuff. I mean, when you get to, is it Tech? Mark Toddlington's a fan of Tech. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, they're fantastic. That's a league above. You don't have to. They don't have to consider the price. They're just great. The Minion, etc., is just fantastic.
Yeah, that's true.
But this is in that. That's in the ballpark. You've got to keep it somewhere. Oh, okay. Rufus Kane says he's seen it for 55. That's bang in. That's fine.
Yeah, it'll just come down to your personal taste. If there's a reason you don't like the mix, maybe check this one out.
Yeah.
It'll be solid. It'll be, like I know the MetLife guys because they were the Saver guys. So it will be. It'll be.
Does it change?
They've done their best.
Is it a transformer? Can you change it to like a 350? 18.
I don't think so. So. Although it could happen because it is a tube. They do always do it as a tube inside. So. Yeah. It's a 21700. The mix is an 18650, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, that's fine then. That does give it something. 55 quid, 21700.
You can also fit 25mm atomizers, 25mm atomizers on, which is a thing these days.
It's not bad, but then a 22 is going to look a tosser.
It could look tosser, yeah. That's true.
Difficult. At least it gives it, but that's where they're giving themselves a selling point, and it's not out of the. If it was 120, they'd already lost.
Yep. Smok have announced a couple of new things this week.
Fucking hell! Why do they use black dark? Why do they use a dark background? They're always pleather. They love it. Bit of pleather.
Yes, a bit of pleather. This is the Nord 4.
The Nords have done really well, haven't they? In shops, especially with newbies, Nords have done really, really well.
Yeah, they have. They really have. It's the same coils. They just keep changing the mod. If you look at your Nord 3 or your Nord 2, maybe this will be equally.
Will it be available with tan leather as well?
Probably. They usually do about 8 different.
Yeah, black and tan. There.
Yeah, the tan. They use this whole putting leather on mods is just like insane right now. Yeah. This isn't actually super new, but we missed it when it happened. So we should probably show it. This is the Reload Vapor Reload S RDA. I think it's pretty.
I don't. It's quite hard.
Is
Can you get
with
closer?
The old reload?
Yes, I think so.
Have you got a deck, or have you just got that?
I've just got this. The deck is.
Can you bring it in for the real thing?
I can go like this.
Is it Mike Vapes again?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's in collaboration with anyone.
Mike Vapes did the old other reload. I can't remember now.
But I think it's nice. It's cloudy. I think it's single coil.
Oh.
And it's quite pretty. So if you go over to their Instagram, if anyone's super interested, it's out. So there's no secrets there.
That Wade's just gone with looks like the armour. Everything looks like the fucking armour.
Yeah, but that's no bad thing. Umir, the makers of the Wasp, are really branching out. They're going for this whole 200 watt mod thing now. They're not really known as a mod making company. But
Quick update from Rufus Kane. Mike and Reload don't get on.
okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So this is the Rudder 200 watt from Umia.
The rudder.
Yes.
All right.
It's got a round switch for the adjusting and stuff.
Does it change direction in the water?
Yes.
I think we have officially run out of words to be used for devices.
So when you say it quickly, it doesn't sound that mental. And when you think about it, you go, "Yeah, that's weird." Well, they should have gone with the keel. That's better.
The keel, yeah, or
You've
Yeah,
blown
there's
it
so
out.
many
That'll be a
words
mod
you
before
could
next
use.
week.
The jib. I'm doing just
Yeah.
do sailing terms.
yeah, mast.
What-
The mast.
Yeah, you could have a whole nautical theme, but I think they should stick to insects.
Yeah, I do. This could be the bee, couldn't it? That's the
This
wasp.
should be the wasp
Or
200
the
watt,
hornet.
shouldn't it?
The hornet.
Oh, the hornet. Now you're in.
That'd be good.
Then go mad. 400 watt killer hornet.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
And the dragonfly.
Yeah, I'm with it.
That'd be great.
This is new from Smoant. It is a little pod mod thing.
I don't really hear a lot from Smoant. Well, we don't.
No, again, another company that's gone quiet post-pandemic.
The Smoant Santi.
Yes, the Santi. Again, it's a bit like we were saying before. It's kind of Vinci-esque. And again, Vinci did very well. The Vinci did very well, and everyone seems to know about it. So
I don't get the
everyone's
broad
copying it.
drip tip. Never, ever have.
The mouthpiece drip tip thing.
Weird.
It's funny because certain things get ignored by reviewers. So vape companies watch a vape reviewer, and sometimes they do listen, and sometimes they don't. And for example, all mods are getting made with USB Type C now, because it used to always be a negative that reviewers raised that they weren't using it.
They do it all now,
But
now it's like the
mouthpieces
end.
always get mentioned as well, and yet they never bother to sort that out.
It's funny, the USB thing, it's really weird how it can just fuck you. If you use a mini USB, as soon as you've done it, it can be perfect. And they go, shit, right, immediately.
Yeah.
Because it's not a USB-C.
So that's the Santi. It looks like a little 40-watt pod mod job. I like we've seen before. This is the other.
They're naming. They've got names in the.
More leather.
Yep, more leather. This is Smok's second release thing. This is kind of their Aegis, if you like. Everyone's having a go at the Boost Aegis thing. This is or maybe even more drag-like, I guess, because it's got the domed pod on top. But it's leather, metal.
It's more of a Is that more of a disposable tank?
No, so you rip it's the same as a Vupu drag. You rip the top off, and then there's a coil inserted in. You literally just pull the coil out of the dome.
Sounds like a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
And then he ripped the coil out the dome.
So this is the Thallo and Thallo S.
Love, he's ripped the coil out the dome. Oh, fucking hell. I know.
You told him not to do that last time.
Call the
Late
plumber.
last time.
So that's Smok. Smok doing what Smok does, I guess.
Yeah, I don't hate on it. I mean, it's fine.
It will be fine. Like their stock coils are good, aren't they? So the mod will be good.
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, now every company it's an AIO. The coil is intrinsically locked to the device. Same with this. Same with.
I'm just completely in uncharted territory when you're talking about all these pods and stock coils and things like that, because I haven't bought a stock coil since the CE3.
No, you have, you fucking
I
lie.
haven't.
You had an addiction to the
Cleater.
Cleater.
I had a rebuildable deck on it. I was the first one to get one, wasn't I?
I thought you just got you really like the heads when they first came out.
I got a Cleto the same day as I got the rebuildable head.
You did exactly. Do you know what? Honestly, I swear to God, your facial expression there was my stepdad when he's had enough of my lefty bullshit. He was like, "Right, son, I'm telling you, I didn't bloody do that."
I did try a stock coil, because Bryn had one, but I went
Sorry,
to Vape Fest and Stuart Squonk Radar introduced me to the Aspire lot. and they gave me the first rebuildable deck in the country, didn't they? And a Clito.
Yeah, I do remember.
Does your stepdad sound like Boise then?
It
That was an exact Boise.
was the Boise. I didn't do it. You need to do clipped vowels for my stepdad. So they go, no, son, you did not do that.
I'm old McVaper.
He'd have pulled the face. Normally something like, it would normally be something like I think I've done this line on before on the show. But it was a conversation start for my stepdad when I got my mum and my stepdad lunch. And I sat down. He says, you like foreigners, don't you, son? What? And he said, you like foreigners, don't you? And I said, I don't want to have this conversation. What are you talking about? I said, no, I don't want. The weather's all right, isn't it? I don't care. There's no good conversation starts with you like foreigners, don't you? I'm finished. Fuck off. I'm leaving. I don't care what the
What's
end
wrong
of
with
this.
that? You just said, I bloody love them.
I don't believe in the concept of it, so I really don't care. The idea of
I
foreigners.
bloody love
Oh,
them.
I want to hear what he was going to say.
Yeah,
I honestly, I stopped the conversation, and my mum stopped him because I said, I'm not having...
There isn't anything wrong with asking that question because there are some people that don't like foreigners, isn't there?
Yeah.
The premise, no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
The premise is ludicrous.
No,
That's like saying you don't like black, you don't like people who wear white socks, do you? It's just for me. It's
that's
just
what you
a
should have
stupid-
said. You should have said, I like the white ones.
No, it's not a conversation I want to have at all. I don't want to ever do that. I don't want the conversation. And then my mum trying to stop it. I was like 36. It wasn't like I was. Like
Yeah, but for
15.
comedy value, you should have humoured him.
Yeah.
There's better. No, if I know there's mileage in it, I'll do it. I'll carry on the conversation. But I knew he was
Hey,
I knew
John, you're not racist.
I wanted him to say something really. I knew he was going to be really racist, so I just left it. Like and he didn't mean it. The thing
it
is,
would have been something like, well, one of them killed a guy.
yeah.
So what do you think now?
It's Afghani racism. It doesn't mean anything at all. Their neighbours are Bulgarian. They get on really well. He wouldn't say he likes Bulgarians, but he likes the next door neighbour. It's not real. It's without malice, so he doesn't mean it. But
It's like
I don't
my old
fucking
dad.
hear it.
My old dad and his wife. I mean, they're 80 odd now, and he once said to me, "We've got
Just be really careful.
a gay couple next door,
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, fucking hell, they do that.
but they're all right." He said,
Yeah, that's it. It's not. It just doesn't mean anything. They don't mean it.
"No, he don't. He ain't got a bad bone in his body." But
That's the joke. I tried to explain Afghani to someone. They didn't get it. I said, no. The joke is. The joke is that his neighbour's Indian. He doesn't like Indians, but he likes his neighbour because he's not the same as the rest of them. And they went, yeah, well, that's the whole thing, isn't it? No, because they're all like that, but he doesn't fucking know them. That's the that's the joke.
Well, I don't. This is why I'm old McVaper because the joke is always on the bigot.
Yeah.
And it's funny, wasn't it? We used to, I'll admit it. I used to find it very funny.
I also had to explain to the same twat that he was Jewish, and it took me about like half an hour. I was like, "What? It's not made up. He was Jewish. Doesn't make any sense. Why the fuck would he have done that?" Yeah, as soon as he didn't like people, they didn't like him talking about it the other way. Anyway, yeah, my stepdad. If there's a good joke in it, I will keep him talking.
Yeah. Record it. Get your phone. He's having a
really lockdown. Everyone's. I don't want to go like COVID stuff, but lockdown. Like for some people, my mum and stepdad have been stuck in since March. They're not doing. They're like people are struggling with their mental health, and they've been struggling with their mental health because they haven't gone anywhere at all.
Probably everybody hasn't they?
Yeah, and I get to go because my office is down the road, so I go down to the shop and lock myself in. And I'm a really annoying person, so I'm fine with being on my own. But a lot of people aren't.
Yeah.
A lot of people struggle in their own company, and they struggle. My wife goes to work because she's NHS, so it's not. I haven't had the same lockdown experience as a lot of people. I haven't had a single bit of a break. No.
Since this all started, I've been to work every day.
Anyway,
Oh.
Mum's highlight of a day is her exercise, you're allowed to meet up with somebody, aren't you? So
Yeah.
she walks to the local country park and meets her friend Doris, and they stay like 2 meters apart. And they had a walk. It was 45 minutes. Oh, it was absolutely tired. And I got back, and then my stepdad's called Martin, and then she go there, Martin. He won't shut up or whatever it is, because they're just stuck in all the bloody time.
Yeah.
And So
That was going to be our first question to you, Rick. You know, how is your lockdown? What's your situation? How's it going in spite of COVID?
Well, what mental health, business? What I mean?
Yeah, how's it affected your? How's it affected you? What has it done to you? Has it kept you? Are you stuck in?
I'm struggling a little bit. I've got to say, it's. I'm quite happy with my own company.
Yeah.
And
Sorry,
I think
that wasn't a diss on anybody who is. I'm always on my fucking own. You're always on your own as well, Rick, aren't you?
Yeah,
Like you work
I am
alone.
now anyway. Annie doesn't, it's just me at work most of the time now. But I used to think, it used to be a bit of a chore. I'm going to go out and have a few beers tonight. I can't really be asked, but I will, And now I realise how much I like to go out and just chat bollocks with my lads,
Yeah.
Now I don't do it anymore. I've done it once since March. Actually, I've been out with Bryn one night. We went out for a couple of hours. That's it for this whole spring and summer, and this year, no doubt. And I've missed not going to vape events just for the banter and seeing you guys, and all the homies, and I was fed up with going to vape events, but I'd quite fancy a weekend away now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's hard on everyone. It's harder on some than others. I shouldn't complain. I've still got a business, albeit pretty slow now. I'm still, doing all right. There's a lot of people who aren't.
Yep.
So I shouldn't complain about that.
Talking about the business, Rick, rolling on. Look at this. Check out this link.
Oh, I had the hook there. Look at
The
that.
hook. Check it out. You've recently completely updated the site and stopped using a skin and done it from scratch, which a lot of people, if they don't have their own website, will not understand.
No, I haven't. I've still used an open source platform.
Sorry, but you put it all back yourself, haven't you?
Yeah. I mean, I was having a few issues with the older site where people were having problems checking out, and it wasn't as flexible as I wanted it to be. See, I spent the last month. It took 5 weeks actually to completely repopulate, streamline, slight new design, and just make it better. So I've spent about a month.
It's really
doing that.
good, Rick. I've jumped on and had
Yeah, I mean,
a little toy. I really like it. I think
Before, for instance, I used to make maybe switches. No, let's say coiling wire, for instance. I'd have an individual product for every length of wire and type of wire, and I had like 800 lines. Now I've combined them down. I've probably got about 200.
Right.
Because you go and you select campful, you could choose your gauge, your length, and everything all in one product. It's just easier to find what you're actually looking for now. And on that, I'm actually doing. I suppose I should say about the sale that goes live.
That was my next link.
It's not really a sale.
He's already done it. Look at this, professional. He's just rolling straight into.
It's not really a sale as such, but because of Black Friday's next Friday, my birthday's next Thursday. I've got the new site. I thought we'd do a little discount code. Instead of calling it Black Friday, I've called it Mod Maker Week. It's actually 10 days, actually, not even a week. So I don't know.
And have you started? You've started it today.
I started today, yeah, but it goes live tonight. I put the graphic up earlier, trying to do it on a scheduled post, but I couldn't. But it goes live at midnight tonight. It's only a 10% discount. If I could do a bigger discount, I would, but I don't rip you off in the first place. So. That's what I've
That's totally true. That's a lot of those people don't. Loads of people don't get the thing.
How the hell can somebody do an 80% discount
What the fuck? The amount of times someone's done that, and I've looked and go, fuck off. Who fucking got to pay the mortgage? Never fucking haven't got that.
Yeah.
So it's running from today,
From midnight.
from midnight tonight, and the code is
Week.
MM, as in Mike. Is it lowercase or uppercase?
Uppercase. All of it.
Uppercase.
Mod
Double
make
M.
Week.
And you get
10%.
10% off.
I know it's not a lot. It's not a lot.
It's 10%, but it's 10% off wire if you know what's on wire. It's 10%
Yeah,
off
The wire's excellent.
mods. And this shit you sell, nobody else sells. This stuff on the mod maker site, Rick likes to play himself down. There's shit on there that's bespoke. No, it was not bespoke, sorry. it's theirs. He designed it from the ground up.
Well, it's quite funny. It's been a real eye-opener redoing the website and looking through the products. And the majority of the stuff on there is actually stuff I've designed now.
Yeah.
Over all these years of and it's just, I'm quite proud of myself, you know.
And it's modmaker.com now, isn't it? Not
It is, yeah.
.co.uk.
Yeah, I bought the .com a few years back, been sitting on it, and it was an ideal time to bring it in by doing a separate site that no one knew about, and it gave me the time to do it for redirecting, really.
Yeah, very cool.
Absolutely super.
If I do it again, it'll probably go back to .co.uk.
Look at the new site, have a flick around, chuck some stuff in your basket. MM Week in the code box.
That's tomorrow, though.
Is it capital letters? Oh, after midnight tonight. Is it capital all the way through?
It is, yeah.
MM Week.
There's a graphic on on my Facebook group and page. So
yeah,
on the brand page.
If you're on there, have a look.
I've just locked my
If you do go on, get a spool of the wire because the Clapton wire is great.
I know, yeah.
I've got some new Clapton wire coming as well.
You'll have it for a year. You'll have it for get a
more
good
than that. I think you get a couple of years out of a spool. I seem to.
Yeah, I do as well. I still got stuff that I bought 6 years ago that's thin wire. Fucking hell, I'm so fucking old. I've got a cramp in my leg.
I do them while watching stuff. I make them and then just leave them sat.
I've got some different size wire. Use Clapton coming, Richard. You'll be interested to know about.
When you say watching stuff, do you mean like Neighbours?
Yeah.
Just sitting in the garden, with a little set-up telescope and just doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever noticed using the current fused Clapton, but occasionally, if the coils are quite tight together, it'll arc on the outside wire. So I've actually got some 38 gauge wraps coming. These are currently 36. So yeah, got another.
And have you tried them?
No, but I know. I've made them in the past.
Yeah.
It just means it'll be less arcing on the outer wraps.
Does it up the resistance?
Not at all. No difference whatsoever.
Because I'm finding that a bit of a problem now.
What's that?
Like some of these coils I get sent, they're like 0.0. They're like 0.1. You know,
yeah, it's too
low for a lot of mods. That
it is.
Yeah. I mean, that's actually always been a problem. Actually, getting something that's high. I'd like to see a wire. I don't know if there's such a thing out there. No one's certainly come forward with it, but I'd like to see a wire that's even higher resistance for more powerful mods. Like, it's really quite hard building for a series to get a comfortable vape.
Yeah.
Because you're having to get at least sort of 0.8 or 0.1.
Yeah, when I used to build for series, it was like 15 wraps on each side.
Yeah, and they get floppy, don't they?
Yeah.
Because you've got to use a thin wire for higher resistance to get that.
It's really counterintuitive the way we've gone with coils and rebuildable vaping, because the mod is capable of 8 volts. And yet we're lowering the resistance to the point where you only need 2.5, 3 volts. It should be the other way around. We should be using the power of the mod, not the lack of resistance in the coil.
Yeah, it's but there's always been the issue with vaping and high resistance wire. In my mind, it'd be great if there was another wire that came along that was twice as resistant than Camphor. That'd be perfect for the big PWM like 4S lipo mods and all the big guns. You got to make a sensible 8 wrap coil and it'll vape all right,
Yeah, 100%. Are we swerving Mark Todd's question, John?
We're not going to swerve. I'm just trying to do something at the moment. I'm just trying to talk. Just trying to make sure that this I don't want to step on any toes and try and get through this. But it'd be mad of us not to mention it. But I think you've got to be cautious with the information going forward, and just see what happens. PayPal seemed to have become a problem for specific vaping companies in the UK, where their funds have been held by PayPal, and their account's been frozen. And this happened to a few vaping companies in the UK so far, especially ones we know, and they're currently trying to sort out different ways to sell their goods. But there is that's the information there as it stands, and the reason some people are saying that it's because they're selling vaping products. I don't really understand whole bits of this, because how come I don't understand is the difficulty. I've spoken to PayPal not that long ago because I had a problem with a card reader, because they thought I sold tobacco and I don't, and they took the hold off because I don't sell tobacco. It was on the problem with the card reader. I don't know that. I honestly don't know what's happening, but that is happening. But there's a difficulty. There's a call to boycott PayPal, but I totally do get what you're trying to say. But a lot of us use PayPal. A lot of vaping companies use PayPal, and I'm trying not to get into. I don't want to get in an argument with anybody, vapors or companies or whatever. But it's our fight. It is the retailer's fight. If we've got money stuck in there, it is our fight. It isn't going to make any difference. How much PayPal make a day? I'm really, really trying to be cautious here, but what I'm trying to say is more safe. If you've bought something the last couple of days from a company that uses PayPal, you're safe. So if you want to support that company, use their website. If they're using PayPal for now, then it isn't going to make any difference. You're not.
Well, what's a boycott going to achieve?
I don't know. I'm trying to be really cautious.
PayPal do $300 million of transactions per day.
They're the big, easily by
Vaping
far.
would be 0.0001%.
It's really difficult. It's a difficult subject for me to get onto, because obviously I use PayPal on my site, and if people boycott,
that's all
PayPal,
I use.
I don't make any money. Evolution, who are the biggest retailer in the UK now, I use PayPal. Just yesterday, I was buying some stuff from them. They're one of my suppliers, for cotton and stuff like that, and they're right. But it's my problem. If I've paid, it's their problem. So if I paid and it's in their PayPal, they send me the stuff. That's how it works. It's a really difficult argument to get involved in. I know some really good people. John at EVL, he's lost his merchant today. Vapor Bay, I think they lost theirs last week. There's been a few, but I don't know how widespread it is.
I don't know I haven't even seen any of this boycotting stuff or.
A couple of people. I can't remember his name now.
It is a faff. What will have happened is there'll been an algorithm tweak in the way that they check their vendors or something.
It's quite difficult. I really don't know.
But you won't get anywhere boycotting them, I'm afraid.
I'm registered. It's quite. And the other thing is there's so many different ways of registration in so many different ways. It's how you register with PayPal. It's also how you registered with Company's House. So I'm registered under Company's House as tobacco other, right?
Yeah.
But other people are registered under different things.
Yeah.
But when I spoke to eBay, I mean, it was a couple of years ago. I spoke to eBay, PayPal, same thing, and you have to apply to get a tobacco to be able to list tobacco products.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah. So did I.
And I got it. So I assume that maybe these people who are getting kicked off haven't.
Well, I don't want to make that assumption either. That's the problem. No. Is that it's been left in a funny place.
I know there's been some. I know a couple.
Andy Fairchild's named them. Druid's Brew was who I was trying to think of.
I know there's a couple of modders that have been banned, but that is due to them people paying friends and family too much.
You get caught under the.
You should never really do that. If you
money laundering system, it's an algorithm thing that will that'll nip you, and then
we know people. I think Mike got caught out with that once. I think a couple of people I know have.
What I want to say is, not so that we don't get in trouble. We're not not saying what's right or wrong. I don't have enough information because I've not been done that way. But the most important thing is, as a customer, to me, boycotting PayPal is not going to make any difference to you. It's not going to make any difference to the decision, number one, and you're going to get your products. If you paid me and my account got frozen, but it's in my account, you'll get the product. I don't understand. I don't know what you're going to get from doing that. I just.
And I get paid weekly by PayPal.
I shift it. I take it out every day. But
I've got an automatic withdrawal every week. So the worst I'd lose is a week on it.
I have our account system. I like to move it because it's an automated account system.
I think I have, I do.
There seems to be a real silence in the chat, and it's worrying me because I don't know what I'm going to say because that's what we use. If it takes out, I'll move. If that's what I do, I'll move merchants. But me moving merchants, I'm a man band, and people buy off us, and it's brilliant.
I have actually been considering that there are some things I haven't liked about PayPal, and that's part of the reason for me doing a new site. Is I am going to get another option of payment service provider in case
Signature Tips got shut down yesterday. They've just commented.
Does he mean he shut his down yesterday?
I don't know.
Oh.
Signature Tips, have you been shut down or did you do it yourself? Well, this is getting right. Can I just do?
That's not good, man.
I think to answer Todd's question, it's an ever-moving feast, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know enough about it. If anyone's taken any grievance to what I've said, I don't know what the answer is.
No.
So I'm just me.
And they are just a payment service provider, aren't they?
Okay, I was just worried about that. As far as I'm
Don't worry, you haven't said anything.
I'm just going to do a Just Had Nick thing. We've got
boycott Just Had Nick. They use PayPal.
I've half price. Well, you could if it wasn't for my brilliant discontinued lines. Half price sale where you don't even need a code. Bang! That's a link.
Oh.
Which ones, John? Which ones?
If you like tobacco, it's all the plumes we've got left. Plumes of Hazard. Plumes of Hazard. Stop being made by Melody. Music City Vapes quite some time ago, and they shifted over. But sadly, where they shifted their flavors to is within a state it's got a flavor ban, and he's closing down. So, as I know, there's no more. Whatever we've got left for now, you can have it as half price. It's normally $5.99 for a 10 ml concentrate that'll make 50 ml. It's normally $5.99. It's currently £2.99, so it's less than 50%. It's 0.5p less. And we have got lime aiding and abetting, no cigar, which is, if you like tobacco vapes, it's tobacco, almond, and vanilla. So if you liked that one by those guys by Coil Vapes, then give it a try because you might like it for £2.99. It's ridiculously cheap. So that's from them. It's lime aiding and abetting, no cigar, and Get Pissed, which is the cactus margarita, also from Plumes of Hazard. Get Pissed is almost like a candied cactus fruit, so it's not like Cactus Punch. It doesn't have a mint running under it. And that's currently $2.99. So they were $5.99 and they're $2.99. And the other one is because it's Christmas and stuff like that, and I got the Coil Vapes Sweet Pea, which is the weirdest flavour on earth. Which is
I like sweet pea.
I really like it. It's sweet potato pie with marshmallow, coconut.
Yeah, it's not that.
People kind of think potato. They don't think potato.
I think it's one of them flavour juices where everyone gets their own.
Yeah. Just give it. But the one thing I will definitely say is
definitely worth a try. Very unique.
Is really weird. It's really uniquely brilliant as well. But give it a week. I'm not really one for aging and saying the words, and I'm not saying that word. So I'm going to say aging. But you need to mix it and wait 1 week, and then it's delicious. Especially if you've got a cup of coffee. It's absolutely crazy. And they're all $2.99. That's like 4 or 5 flavors for $2.99. Yeah, I don't see it.
And that's available at Just Had Nick.
Just Had Nick. No code needed. I've already done it. And if you can't mix yourself and you don't know how to use concentrates, if you go to any of those kits, I've knocked them down by £6. All the ones mentioned. So that is no cigar, Get Pissed, lime aiding and abetting, and sweet pea. I've knocked them all down by £6. So that means you can get a 3 milligram kit for 12.99 or something like that for 100 ml liquid, which is demented. Yes, they're them. Oh, and they're there. That, and I'm not moving the price. I'm not going to change it. There's no time limit. If you get paid next week, jump on next week and grab it. They'll still be there.
There till it's gone.
There till it's gone. Todd, did I break John? You did, Eric. Just sorry. I always feel I don't want to be disingenuous, and we really, really try on the show with everything we do to not lie. And I knew that I was kind of thinking if the question comes up, we'll answer it. But I did. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place where I can't tell you to avoid people who use PayPal because you won't do anything. They're not going to notice. They won't notice.
From my point of view, I'm going to go and sign up with either WorldPay or SagePay tomorrow. So I've got an alternative. I'm not going to bin PayPal, but I can't be in trouble if they close me down.
Yeah. I think it's good to have two options. I see a lot of sites have Sage these days.
Yeah, Sage or WorldPay. I've used them both in the past.
Well, WorldPay, I've had some experience with WorldPay, and there's a module on a lot of the skins that people use for websites.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with, and that was, like I said, that was one of the reasons, more flexibility and with the new site I built. So, gonna put that on there, and you can pay by credit card. So I was only going to do it though because sometimes PayPal are a bit funny about displaying the credit card option.
Yeah. Johan's just said, does PayPal have the law backing them? They don't need to. It's their company rules.
Yeah, exactly. It's T's and C's.
But
It's like YouTube when they ban someone. It's like
it's not just the banning. They can do that. That's fine. It's the holding money he's probably talking about. And you have actually signed
an agreement. So
to give them that power. But I mean, everybody, you will get.
It's 6 months.
They do close you down. They hold your money for a while. Mm-hmm. They will give it to you. You just got to have to wait.
I think the main thing is...
It can take a long time, though.
I totally get how it's 6 months. They're holding your money for 6 months currently. I will say, the main point is, sorry, somebody just said, don't hold... If there's companies in the UK are having a really hard time at the moment, I promise, everybody's just, same as because you are. That's why everybody is. If the customer's having a hard time, everyone's having a hard time, which is I totally get. But don't if you're on somebody's an independent vape store's site in the UK and they've got PayPal as their option, then that's the thing that's going to put you off. Don't do that.
I think that's not what you should do. Yeah. You don't be put off by that. You know what? PayPal is a free way for a business to take money. It costs money to have a payment service provider.
See, Blair's back on topic. Is that your natural hair colour? It is, but it's because I'm going with the fact my granddad never had a grey hair and he was 1/8 West Indian and I'm 1/32 West Indian, so I think it's all in the hair. That's what it is.
It's not.
Boot polished black.
And it isn't cool that they hold people's money.
Absolutely not. It's not cool. That's not okay.
It's shocking
we're not defending. Nobody's defending PayPal.
No, but you have. But
anyway, their fees are outrageous.
The thing is, when you sign up, you do actually give them that right to hold it.
Yeah.
Which
they're not breaking any law.
They can do it. They're not breaking any law. No, but it's shit. Yes, it's not good.
And that's way too much of a downer to end the show. So, Rick, what did you have for lunch?
Yes.
For lunch today? I had ham rolls. I had a couple of ham rolls with some mayonnaise.
What do you mean? A ham in a butty?
Ham roll.
Ham with mayo, not mustard. I suppose there's mustard
Just
in the
ham
mayo.
And mayonnaise in a bap?
And butter.
Mayonnaise and butter?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was...
Alchemy.
Did you have like a tomato or something in there?
Nah. I just had to get something to eat. I went to the shop at 1:30, was starving hungry, and to take my post, I went to the post office and they had some ham there and they had some fresh baked rolls and...
That's a fancy
post
office.
Okay, you changed the game. You've changed the game. If you've got some fresh baked rolls, different. It's different.
Yeah, it's a little village post office I go to and they have all these sort of nice things. The ham was really...
That's cool.
Of gammon actually, and they're
nice. Oh, right, we've changed it.
It's beautiful, really nice. Yeah.
Ours doesn't sell food.
Ours sells some sandwiches.
Oh, I did have something else as well. I was a bit naughty today as well. I had a packet of those Haribo Star Mix as well.
I thought you were going to say something really classy, like they had some.
No, it's only £1 for a pack of Haribo Star Mix. I thought
they had some cracked black pepper.
Croque Monsieur.
Yeah.
I needed some sugar, so yeah, that's what I had for lunch today. Nothing exciting.
Yeah.
I had 3 Cornish wafer crackers with a bit of cheese spread on. I was really busy. And everything
You're
was
terrible
really
with
fun.
Oh,
food, John.
Satsuma, you've gone
You're
downhill.
terrible.
I did. I had a satsuma. I had
Oh,
one
did you?
fully. Yeah, always.
You're
always,
terrible
always,
with food. You eat some right
Richard,
shit.
did you have any rice? Are you still having rice?
always. he had a cat food salad. He had fucking corned beef.
I like corned beef.
I haven't
Yeah,
had corned beef
but
since
it's
I was
just-
a little kid.
it's
All I had,
fucking
I
garbage.
loved it back then. Corned beef hash.
It's such garbage. It is so bad. Look at that shit.
Looks good. You some rate my plate, is it?
That's on our site.
Is that
Something
egg
like
as
that.
well? You got
Egg,
egg.
egg,
The egg.
corned beef,
The,
cheese,
the
lettuce.
egg was the only thing.
pepper.
Why?
Yeah,
corned
right.
beef?
I haven't had corned beef. I might have it again.
Don't. It's Argentine beef that's grown for leather, right? And they don't even use the
Oh,
main.
no.
No.
They-
It's edible.
It's edible. That's
It's
it.
edible and it tastes beautiful.
So are shoes, but they don't taste good. It doesn't taste good. It tastes awful.
What are you talking about? It's edible and it tastes good.
Fucking hell.
That
No,
is the criteria for all
It's
food
literally the arseholes of beef that isn't grown
And
to be
eyelids.
beef. And eyelids that isn't grown to be beef. It's grown to be for leather, not for anything else.
It's so
It's cat
good
food.
though, isn't it?
Is the meat a byproduct of the leather
Yes.
rather than leather being
it's
the
just what's
byproduct?
left.
Yeah, that's why. Whenever you get a can of corned beef, it's always a product.
There's a lot of
Argentina.
other shit in it as well.
Yeah, eyeballs.
It's only like 5%.
It's no worse than eating a hot dog then.
No, I don't eat them either because it's made of.
I quite like
pig
a hot dog. I've got to tell you the truth.
dick. Ugh, that's terrible. That's so
I go to the
bad.
supermarket, you see the jar with 6 giant ones in there.
Oh,
Oh,
what a
yeah.
bargain.
I love it.
What a bargain.
Yeah.
No way. That's literally that's mechanically reclaimed pork.
I
No,
know.
it
But
comes
they
in
do
its
that-
own-
but that's a posh thing in France. You go to Paris, they get a duck and they stick it through one of those. The whole bones and all, everything.
Good man, Stuart Drummond's been on and bought, and that'd be in the.
It's I tell you what, I saw. Have you seen Gone Fishing with
Love
Paul
it.
Whitehouse?
I
Yeah, brilliant. One of our favourite shows.
Yeah, did you see the one where he asked him what his mum's?
Yeah, corned
Bob
beef
asked
hash.
Paul what his mum's signature dish was. It was exactly the same as my mum's signature dish, a corned beef pie.
Corned beef, yeah. Sorry, I said hash.
Yeah.
Yes, corned
Even
beef
the
pie.
way,
My nan's lost it.
even where she prepared it with just a pie top, but not actually a real pie.
Do you think you could have hit? Like, let's be serious. You know, gone fishing. Like, because lots of people, my friends, don't fish, have never fished before ever, and are addicted to it. I can fish and have fished, but it doesn't matter if your age between 35 and 60, 35 and 70 or 80. That's your perfect show.
I love it. I think it's
just sit down.
absolutely.
I'm
It's
finished.
one of the best programs ever made.
I've always been a Bob Morton
love Bob.
fan anyway.
I love Bob, but Paul Whitehouse has been
Yeah, and Paul
exceptionally funny.
Whitehouse. Yeah.
Legend.
I think my favourite is when he gets his hair done with his fake hair
yeah.
Oh, and they spray him.
on the back of his head. Yeah.
Yeah, and a
And
pint
Bob's
for my dad.
And Bob's enthusiasm at doing his hair was one of my favourite things I've ever seen. I think I just like them really a lot. And they went through COVID with us as well,
Yeah.
which I thought was really sweet.
And Series 4, they're filming right now.
Oh really?
Yep.
Oh, I just really like it. I don't know if there's many. They never catch anything, says Johan. That's true. Nothing.
Yeah, but because it's fucking irrelevant.
I've started watching the Queen's Gambit.
We've just gone
Buy
through
it.
it. I've just finished it.
I've only watched 3. Me and Annie have watched 3 episodes.
Have you seen it yet, Richard?
No, is it Netflix?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really
yeah, it's
grown up though. It's sensible. It's like it's really good. It's
We're
not
halfway through The Boys.
I PP. I did see it. I didn't fancy it, but
What? You'd love it, John.
would I? Okay,
It's really
okay,
meta.
okay.
I think ages ago, a couple of years ago now, Craig told me to watch Band of Brothers,
Yep, that's great.
and I did. It was brilliant.
Yeah, that is
Really good.
sensational.
Liked it very much.
Nick Smith has said the fishing is such a small part of the program. True. Nick is.
It really is. It really is.
post
It's
fishing
amazing.
Nothing to do with fishing. It's Bob Mortimer, and really, isn't it? Well,
It's the
I just-
it's the trip evolved.
Yes, worth watching because I can't. Rob Brydon's such a character actor that he does my head in. Well, I really like Steve, but he does my fucking head in. I've been re-watching Alan Partridge recently?
It makes me cringe too much.
Oh,
It's
I
good.
can't not watch it. I watched the
Like,
one.
always like The Office, but even worse.
Yeah, it's worse
there's-
than that.
There's bits of it set round here, and the owl sanctuary that they go to, he takes his date on. It's just down the road, Ston and Barnes. It's like 10 miles away. And there's little moments that are just brilliant. And we've been rewatching Man Down with Greg Davis.
Oh yeah, you like that, don't you?
Oh God, I'm laughing before the thing has happened because it's so fucked up. I just really like Greg Davis, and I think that's one of the funniest programs that's ever been made. It's Man Down.
Yeah, but you liked Mandy. You're easily pleased.
I just think she's fantastic.
And you like Taskmaster.
That's great. This series has been shit beyond parallel because they've been trying to get around COVID by doing it distance and stuff, and it's really, really bad. And they've got the best cast they've ever had, but it's terrible. It's really bad.
And that's your lot.
That's
your
your
lot. We cheered them up. We
Three
cheered 'em
old
up.
men talking shit.
We cheered them up at the end. This is the vaping equivalent of Gone Fishing.
It is. We are that. Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much for watching.
Thank you so much for watching.
Smash that like button, buy a raffle ticket.
And next week we'll do. I don't know how we're going to call it, but we're going to do it.
We haven't
next
decided.
Thursday. No, but anyway, you've got 7 days. Buy the ticket. If you can get
Just buy a ticket. Just one.
buy a ticket. If you can get us whatever you get us, we're going to be proud. But we're already proud as fuck of everybody. We're already at, what was it, 1,340 odd.
That's
quid.
amazing.
We couldn't be prouder, and you're going to do more. And these kids are going to get gifts because you did it, and that's incredible. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, so that's all good. Buy a ticket. Re-register to the new Modmaker website.
If you need
Get a
any.
spool of Clapton wire. Seriously, it's really
Just get
good. You'll save yourself about £8,000 as opposed to just
You're
buying
doing
the
John
pre-made
out of business
coils.
here. He sells ready-made.
Well, he sells juice.
It's all right. Go.
Get a spool, wrap your own Claptons, and
I
save
think
£800.
does go really well actually lately. I think Crazy Wilder have gone, haven't they?
I don't know. I
Might
bet
have,
they're
yeah.
I'll be honest. They're fucking shit. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Don't
they will.
tangent now.
They're
tangent at
not.
this
They
point.
sound to you. They are crap, and they've been bad for years. It's dirty, horrible wire. Go to Rick instead.
Yeah, so thanks
I
for watching.
say what I
Smash that like button. Thank you for all your votes on the Vape Around Awards. That went well.
Fuck the vape.
Oh, I've got a little bit of news.
Oh, fuck. Go quick.
I saw earlier on my Facebook,
They're already saying goodbye.
Stub Ohm magazine archived their group, so they've obviously no more.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
that was the better one.
but yeah, but they relied on the expos, didn't they, and the shows. So
Yeah.
and the vape shops that ain't open anymore. You know,
Yeah.
so yeah.
That's
sorry.
a shame. That is
I
a
think
shame.
they're gone. They haven't told me they're gone, but they've archived their group, which I was an admin on. So.
Ah, that's a shame. That's a shame. But thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Cheers, Trick, for coming on.
thanks,
Thanks for
Rick.
having me. Nice
Always
to
miss
see you.
ya. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.